By day, he's just a normal 10-year-old boy, but by night, he puts on the mask of Oro and delivers swift justice on all those who stand before him. I've got another classic game here between Hikaru Nakamura with white, one of the best two players in the world, him and Magnus, and with black, Faustino Oro, 10 years old like said, from Argentina. They're calling him the Lionel Messi of chess. This is an outstanding game, played July 11th, which is like yesterday. This is the 8th game they've played this month. The stats will blow your mind. I'll bring you them at the end. This game's special. It's over in about 28 moves. So we see knight f3 from Hikaru. He does a small winnie. We see knight f6 in response. And b3. Hikaru the cowboy, he's not messing around. He loves this. It's his bread and butter. He means business. And here Oro, not to be outdone, he builds a banana hammock of his own. And it just gets better. Because after Hikaru fianchettos the bishop, hits the chocolate slide, now we see the bishop doing the exact same. A big game of chicken underway. Hikaru taking the centre, castles e3. Well, Oro goes one better here and builds a double banana hammock. He doesn't just call, he raises the stakes. This is getting exciting. Hikaru plays the most explosive move on the board, c4, and in response, we get the double fianchetto, the bishop's crossing swords, never advised in the water closet, and after bishop e2, we get d6. And what I love about this is the games I've covered this week, Faustino has played solid, regular openings. He has the centre, Hikaru dabbling with stuff. Here, after castles, knight bd7, we just got ourselves a good old-fashioned game of chess. Hikaru's got the centre, he's got the initiative, he's got white. What can Oro do here? We see queen c2 played, and now the c pawn leaves the harbour, glides into the open ocean, rook d1. Queens always sit uncomfortably when they're being x-rayed by the rooks, so it steps up to c7 here. Knight c3 played, and now what to do? What's your plan as black? Well, if in doubt, just play a mysterious rook move. This whole concept first played by this former world champion in the 1960s. This was his coach, taught him the skill of the mysterious rook move, really freaks the hell out of your opponent. Always try it. d5 now from Hikaru. He builds a connect 4 there, unlocks a cinema date for 2 with Hans Niemann, lucky him, and a6 now played. Controlling b5, looking for an expansion soon potentially, and so Hikaru goes e4, reinforces the d pawn. Classic light squared grip for white versus dark squared grip for black, and we'll see that soon, because after rook fe8, bishop f1, very tidy chess, we get pawn e6 and the structure is changing. Hikaru goes a4, anticipating this break later, and after takes, pawn recaptures. Look at this, we've got a Benoni pawn structure, meaning son of my sorrow in Hebrew. It's not the most comfortable pawn structure. You have to be a very skilled chess player to go in for this. You lack space, white has the easier plans. Knight g4 now played, and it's a great move. Coming on to those dark squares as mentioned, e5 in the grip of black, and you open up the bishops. So knight e2 now played, and it's just one of a series of knight moves. Hikaru just obsessed with the horsemanship here. Now we get knight g to e5, not swapping the bishops. You can simply capture there, but knight g5 played. Okay, some logic to that. You've got two knights fighting for the same square, fair enough. Now we get h6, drives back the pony, it heads into e4, knight f6 offers the exchange, and taking is actually best, because Hikaru stumbles all the way backwards to d2. Very strange move. Is this the start of him tilting? And yes, you've kept pieces on the board, usually favours the stronger player, but the pieces getting clumsy, on top of each other. Bishop c8, excellent move, re-entering the game. Knight g3 now played, h5, and if you go h4 in response, well, now you really weaken the g4 square. Horrible structure. Imagine the rook moving one day and queen d8 eyeing that pawn on h4. Not the structure you want, so rook e1 played, allows h4, and after the knight is hit on g3, where are you hopping with that one? Here maybe, or here. Heading for e4 is best, but who the hell is playing knight h1? That is more awkward than this finale of this women's blitz game. Not sure who these two players are. Look at them go there, pieces flying, absolute pandemonium on the board. Have you ever seen anything like it? Now that is how blitz chess should be played. Just unbelievable. This one's awkward, parked in the corner, dad ashamed, what are you doing back here? Get out there, make something of yourself. And after bishop f5, look how Oro is just taking over the position. Who is this guy? 10-year-old smashing Hikaru. Queen d1 played, he sees it, and now you can go knight h5. Good move. Or b5 I really like. Idea to undermine d5, but neither of them played. We get pawn h3, looks very natural, but it's actually a mistake because it allows Hikaru's knight out of the box. Best is to actually take first. Yes, you open the king, but okay, then you re-enter the game here. But unbelievably, for a player of Hikaru's caliber, he builds a second banana hammock. That's the fourth of the game. Why does the engine hate it so much? You can see the bar reacting. Well, where's the knight going? Absolutely dead in the corner there. Never put baby in the corner. And after knight h7, excellent move, reopening up those bishops. The best move to play here is actually pawn to f4, gaining the space. It allows black a tactic of jumping with check, ditching a knight to gain the bishop pair, but it was the way to go. Instead, Hikaru goes rook a2, covering that bishop from the potential tactics. Rook b1 more natural, but impossible of course. And now after queen d7, incredibly patient move. Love that one, you know, not immediately hopping in or anything like that. Maybe supporting b5 one day. Now Hikaru goes f4, and this knight forays forth. The knight on d3, always an absolute octopus. Hits that rook there, and what should you do? Well, you have to take it. Not ideal to cede the light squared bishop, but it's got to be done right. What a monster that is. Or you take here with check. But unbelievably, Hikaru makes this atrocious tactical blunder. Was he distracted on stream? Was he eating noodles? I got no clue. He plays bishop takes on g7. Holy moly. Stockfish loses its butt flap, poops its pants. The bar going out of this world here, and Hikaru's completely lost. After rook takes on e1 here, the game is resigned. This is why we had to show it from the black point of view. Why resign the game? Well, the queen's got to move somewhere, let's say to f3, and you can't even win a single minor piece because that's even a pin. So then you take here, you're an entire rook ahead, game over, this the final position. These are the stats for July, right? So they've played 8 games in July, all 3-minute games. Oro has won 4, they've drawn 1, and Hikaru's won 3. I mean, who can brag those stats in the month of July against Hikaru Nakamura? This kid's unreal, 10 years old, should be watching Pokemon. He's out here smashing the world's most elite super grandmasters. This guy's special. Is he the next Magnus? We say that too much, but who knows, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. For more great games between these guys, check out the video on screen, and don't forget to subscribe if you love these. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.